Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Well, the Sea of Red hoping to see the first Calgary series win since the 1989 Stanley Cup. Canucks try to extend it. The Flames vie to end it tonight. And there's Alex Auld. He posted his only NHL road win this year here in Calgary. 18 saves in his playoff debut 2 nights ago. Mika Kiprasov again for Calgary. 12 saves in the third period. 31 in game number 5. Rob Schick and Mick Magoo in charge tonight. Lonnie Cameron and Mark Wheeler are on the lines.
And interesting here, Mark Crawford has Linden up head-to-head against the Conroy line. And Matt Cook is with him with Raczynski. So we'll see if we get a little head-to-head matchup here by Mark Crawford.
And Marty Jelena joins Conroy at Iginla to start for defensive purposes in the early going for Calgary. So Jelena takes Sabrikin's spot in the early going. And here's a chance. Olin fires right on. And Kiprasov, the first save, 16 seconds in. Now Henrik Sedin against Stefan Yell on the face-off. And it comes outside the line, and Ed Jovanovski goes back to get it. Yesterday, Jovanovski told the media, we will respond in Game 6 tonight. And of course, Vancouver a year ago came back from 3-1 down against St. Louis, including a Game 6 win on the road. Jovanovski up to Artem Chuparov, and now Ruutu, a bullet into the glove of Kiprasov, who was bumped. And Brad May is going off, and he'll appeal the call, saying he was bumped by Chris Clark.
That's a tough call for Vancouver because they're doing exactly what they want to do here in the first couple of shifts, and that's go hard to the net. Brad May goes hard to the net, but does he bump Kiprasov in the crease? A good shot on goal. And Clark was right there with him. The official behind him is saying, look it, Brad May didn't make any attempt at all to get out of the way. He kept skating. But Clark was right behind him. That's a difficult call to make. Very close, that one.
Brad May back in. He did not play Game 5, and now Calgary goes to the power play. 4 for 31 in this series. And they have Leopold out with Regier, Iginla, Conroy, and Jelena. Mike Keane in a penalty-killing role, along with Artem Chubarov, and Keane hounds Leopold as the Flames work it out to center. A pass for Iginla. They get to the line, but not over, and they'll have to regroup at center. Now Jelena, the former Canuck, he'll chip it deep. Iginla and Olin locked up for the first time tonight, and the puck cleared past Ference down the ice.
And remember, that is the second penalty for goalie interference from Brad May in this series. So he's aggressive going to the net, but a little bit too aggressive.
Now Matt Lombardi is out. There's Chris Clark, who scored in the Game 4 Calgary win. Ference looks rinked wide. It finds Clark and a quick shot. First stop by Auld. Oleg Sabrikin comes up with a puck. His point feed intercepted, and away goes Raczynski. A long-range shot off the glove of Kiprasov. Trevor Linden on the other side steers it back into his own zone.
So far, Calgary in this first period, I know it's early, but they're a little hesitant out here. They look a little bit tight, and that's to be expected in an elimination game when they haven't been in this situation before.
Well, you mentioned the games that they have struggled in. Game 1, their first playoff test. Game 3, their first home test. And Greg, you feel this is the first time they've really been the favorites in the series.
Absolutely, as far as they're concerned, because the hardest game always, and all athletes will tell you, is a game where you have to eliminate your opponent. Because your opponent is up more than anything else because they're desperate. And let's see how Calgary responds to that tonight.
23 seconds remaining in the Calgary power play, and here's a chance as Nieminen went straight to the net, but Jovanovski lifted the stick. Sean Donovan trying to work his way to the corner, lost it. Chubarov up ahead, Trevor Linden. Trevor Linden, the overtime goal back in 1994 in Game 6 when the Canucks roared back to catch Calgary and overcome a 3-1 deficit that year as Auld freezes the puck. A pair of shots on an unsuccessful opening Calgary power play. Up against Craig Conroy, and Morrison directs it into the corner. Conroy jumps in there. Big Christoph Oliva riding shotgun with a Ginla and Conroy. That's a different combination that we've seen. And now Matt Cook comes back. It's offside as Naslund was in ahead of the play.
Not score that way against Kiprusoff. You need people going straight to the net.
Denny Gauthier gets it ahead. And here's Marty Gélina now out with Yell and Kobasu as Daryl Sutters really shuffled the deck from the outset of Game 6. Different combinations than we've seen before. Gélina in behind the net. Kobasu in front. Steered away by Auld. Chuck Kobasu's on it. Gélina, the veteran, centers again. Yell can't come up with it. But good pressure by the Calgary trio. And now up comes Morrison at center, and he'll roll it in and get a Vancouver change. Gauthier lost his footing, but got it ahead, and now it's flipped inside the line. Marek Malik goes after it. He'll play it ahead to route 2. A left wing feed is broken up. Andrew Ference back in his own zone. Malik was wearing a full face shield this morning. Looks like just the visor tonight after taking a puck in the face in Game 5. Ference bodied by route 2. Big Mike Commodore starts out. And the native of Fort Saskatchewan plays it to center. Sent back in by Daniel Sedin. Both teams making changes. And Ference up on the right side. Chris Clark stripped of the puck from Brad May. Kiprusoff leaves it for Ference. In quickly is Sanderson. Yes, Sanderson in the lineup. Not Pat Cavanaugh. They jam side of the net. And a penalty coming up as Commodore belted May. May crashed into the goaltender, but this time it's Mike Commodore going off.
Yeah, right in front of the net. A little bit too aggressive, and the Canucks go to the front of the net. Well, they don't get a scoring chance, but they draw a penalty. And the first power play opportunity coming up here for the Vancouver Canucks. And here's the call right in front of the net. Boom, cross-check. And somehow Vancouver are going to have to find a way to get pucks through to the net.
Face-off was controlled by Calgary, so they get it deep. There's a Ginla out with Conroy, and now he goes to the bench. And Marcus Naslund leads the power play. He had Morrison loose, fanned on the pass, and has to go back to get it. Marcus Naslund scored in each of the 3 games, elimination games, last year for Vancouver against St. Louis, and they'll need the captain offensively to come back here in this series against Calgary. Naslund's got the puck. 10 shots last 2 games, but without an even strength point in the series. Jovanovski gets it deep. Kiprusoff plays it into the corner. Leopold couldn't get it out. Raczynski to Sopel. Across Jovanovski. And now Naslund up high. Jovanovski front of the net. Kiprusoff the save. Up onto the netting. From the draw, Henrik Sedin wins it. Matthias Olin at the line. Chris Clark comes up with a puck and he'll flip it out. Now Olin across to Sanderson, back in. Going to the net, Daniel Sedin. Puck doesn't arrive, and again, Clark sends it 200 feet with 33 seconds remaining in the Commodore penalty. 4 times this year, Vancouver's beaten Calgary in those 4 wins, 9 power play goals. So a power play success rate tonight could be pivotal for Vancouver. Sopel, Oland, and Brent Sopel again. Matthias Oland, the shot, tipped in front, and somehow Kiprusoff up with the save.
Now that was perfect by Vancouver. It almost worked. Good puck movement from D to D. Olin then has room. Nobody's out in the shooting lane. He gets the puck through. And how about the traffic in front as Sedin is parked right in front of Kiprusoff, and he gets lucky. Kiprusoff has no idea where this puck is. He's looking. He stretches out and makes a terrific save, although he has no idea where the rebound is. It was under him.
7 seconds left in the First Vancouver power play. Puck whipped up over the glass into the seats. Cook, Rucinski. And a face-off control. 3 shots for Vancouver with the man advantage. But it's done now. Commodore went straight to the bench. And Linden sends it back into the Calgary zone. Rhett Warner tracked by Rucinski. Up ahead. Past Kobasu and out to center. And there is Jovanovski with the puck. Head manning it off Cook, and it went high.
And nothing much to show for it.
Now Chubarov's on the ice for Vancouver with Keenan May, Oliva, Kobasu, and Lombardi for the Flames. And there's Lombardi crashing into May. Oliva got a huge run at Artem Chubarov, who's shaken up, and Christoph Oliva is going off for charging. And Brad May intercepts Oliva along the route to the penalty box to send a warning to him.
This is a big-time hit, but it's illegal. And Chubarov still down. And Mark Crawford asking for a 5 at the moment. That's why he put his hand up as he did. Crawford's been pretty calm behind the bench throughout this series. Whoa, boy, that's a dangerous, dangerous hit from behind. And Mark Crawford has a case.
But it is just 2.
Chubarov turns, though, at the last minute. And when he turns, that's probably why. He turned into the hit. And that's difficult for the forward coming in when that happens.
And it's difficult for the guy receiving it when it's 6'5", 245 pounds bearing down.
He seems to be all right, Chubarov, which is the good news.
So Vancouver 7 for 30 in the series. Goes to its second power play of the night. Jovanovski and Salo, the big shots deployed on the point with Morrison, Naslund, and Rucinski up front. And Morrison sends it in. Kiprasov sweeps it around. Naslund tries to hold the zone, but it comes out, and Nieminen sends it back into Vancouver ice.
Vancouver has to win those puck battles if they expect to score in the power play when the puck goes around in the half boards, and they were overloading Calgary. Let's see if they do it this time.
That shot deflecting off the glass, and in back of the net, Kiprasov freezes it. In the Canuck dressing room, they're calling this Everest Base Camp. Mark Crawford coached in Colorado and says it shouldn't be a factor. I don't think he wants his team thinking about it. Olin fires right on, rebound, into the slot, and away goes Clark. Chris Clark overskates the puck, has to slow up and then just ease it in. Remember, he was stopped on a breakaway early in Game 5.
He scored on one in this building as well.
That was a huge goal, the second in a 4-0 win in Game 4. And might have been the end of Johan Hedberg in this series. The beginning of the end. Now in front of the penalty box area, they dig it loose. 38 seconds left in the Oliva penalty as Sanderson tries to spring Jovanovski. Now Naslund regains possession. Jovanovski deep, leaves it for Sanderson. Around on the other side, a Sammy Salo shot resulted in the only Vancouver goal in Game 5. Morrison back to Salo. Salo to the middle, wrist shot, glove, and held by Kiprasov. So a dozen seconds left in the penalty as Malik is up high on that face-off alignment. He got a piece of Commodore. Morrison, Jovanovski, another save and another case of no traffic in front of Mika Kiprasov.
Kiprasov will stop these shots all night long. He's too good a goalie.
Just a second remains in Oliva's penalty. That's handled by the face-off win from Stefan Yell. What a difference he has made in his 2 games back. Averaging 15 minutes of ice when Daryl Sutter thought he might be able to squeeze out 6 or 7 minutes a night.
Well, Matthew Lombardi may not be 100% after taking a shot in the knee, Chris, in the last game.
Sopel gets back first, an icing call against Calgary. There's Lombardi in on that draw. The youngster did a nice job of pulling that back. Well, you just see him get better with every game. He's had a terrific rookie season and now looks like a veteran in playoff competition. There's Leopold. Up to Sean Donovan. Shots tonight, 9-2 Vancouver. Remember the third period of Game 5, 12-2 Canucks, so 21-4. And yet Vancouver couldn't buy the equalizer 2 nights ago, and they have been unable to get the icebreaker here tonight.
Yeah, but a lot of those shots aren't chances. They're shots from 60 feet without traffic. So I think that stat's a little deceiving, Chris.
I think you're right.
Thank you.
And I don't always agree. As
No
you know.
kidding.
Oland in. And another icing call. And extend this series to the limit. Brent Sopel down the boards. Naslund lost possession. Vancouver breaks out. Jelena flips it in on Alt. And he'll hold it long enough to get a whistle with Marty Jelena in the neighborhood. From the face-off, Trevor Linden prevails. In the last 3 games, he's 32 face-offs, wins, and 14 losses. So he's been a horse in the circle for Vancouver. Here's a giveaway. May picked it off and sends it deep. Now Leopold. May gets a piece of the sophomore defenseman, but the Flames stay with the puck. Marcus Nielsen in deep. Can't center against Sopel. Now it's Donovan working against Chubarov, who I think missed a shift or 2 after the heavy Oliva jolt, but he's back out and now heading off. Well, that's good news for the Canucks. It wasn't anything more serious.
Now we're seeing Linden with the Sedin twins, and that's what I thought would happen tonight.
Here's Conroy sending it in. All plays it for Oland. Up ahead, there's Linden. He'll play it in, but Daniel Sedin jumped the play offside.
Ginla and Saprikin.
Saprikin fencing with Linden on the face-off. Linden seemed to spark the Sedins 2 nights ago as they combined for 7 shots in their best game of the series. According to Coach Mark Crawford, Saprikin rifles it off the Canuck logo. And Linden beats Yell on that face-off. Now it comes back to Calgary. Off a skate and out.
Another example of a face-off won by Trevor Linden and yet almost lost after the puck was loose.
Jovanovski has Yell all over him, and we're going to get a penalty to Yell. As he came in hard on the forecheck, Jovanovski ducked, and Yell ended up grabbing him.
The instructions to the referees before this game was don't let up on the obstruction. Keep it going. It's been going on all season, or pardon me, all series, and just keep calling it. So the officials won't hold up, and they won't stop calling it tonight. And Stefan Yell with his free arm here after Jovanovski loses control of the puck. Just grabs on enough to draw a penalty.
And Greg, the Flames coaching staff told their team, we got to control the number of power plays we give Vancouver. They said 3 maximum. Here's 3 in the opening 12.5 minutes. As Vancouver goes to its 3rd power play. Marcus Naslund to the red line, sends it around. Morrison looks for it against Marcus Nielsen. Jovanovski holds the line. And now does it again. Morrison sends it deep. Took a bump from Gauthier. Rachinski plays it to the other side. Salo returns it to Rachinski. Now Naslund will get things set up. Fakes the shot. And that pass broken up by Warner. Naslund back again. Rachinski from the corner. Here's Naslund. Shot off Kiprasov. Jovanovski moved up. Salo backhands it deep again. Rachinski and Morrison regain Canuck possession. Naslund across. Billy Niemanen watching him. Oh, a huge hit. Gauthier levels Rachinski, and he's still down. Salo shot doesn't get through, and it's played out by Niemanen. And Rachinski slowly, very slowly enough to put the play offside, goes to the Vancouver bench.
I don't know if Rachinski ever touched this puck when it went behind the net. And that is the big question. Gauthier levels the boom here. Nope, he never touches the puck. And it's in the area. And that, you know, we saw a play very similar in this series that was called interference that way, Chris. That's borderline.
I think that's a good non-call.
It was a heck of a hit.
It sure was. Denny Gauthier has been playing like that since he was benched in Game 3 for not being physical enough. Sopel at the line, 20 seconds left in the power play. Sanderson. Sopel across to Olin. Daniel Sedin. Everything on the outside as time ticks down. Regier locks up with Sedin. Penalty over. Yell back. Daniel shot. Rebound in front. And Sanderson steered it to the corner. And Craig Conroy's got it. A long lead feed up to a Gidlet center. And McLean closed quickly on him. May joins the fray, as does Sabrikin. Vancouver with possession. 5:10 left in the opening period. And we still wait for the game's first goal. And again, Calgary has scored first in the last 4. Jovanovski has to go back to get it. Now Linden checked by Sabrikin. Linden's got it again and heads up ice with good speed and a good pass. May, loved by by Kiprasov with that great glove hand.
I want you to look at the hit itself. Let's forget about whether it's interference or not for a moment. And many in our game think that this has to stop. Those shoulder checks or hits to the head, even though in the moment, in the rule book, that's okay. But I tend to agree with that. That's how we're getting so many concussions and problems in the game of hockey with those headshots. They're tough to watch sometimes.
No, I think you make a good point there. And now it's Lombardi, Sabrikin, Clark against the big line of Vancouver.
Both coaches here are really mixing their lines up a lot in this first period, of course. With all the penalties, it's been hard to get the benches involved. There's been a lot of sitting by a few players here with the penalties.
That's a 2-line pass.
That was a smart move by the coach who's been around a long time.
Here's Robin Regier, who's logged the most ice for Calgary in this series. Shelina, a shot. And he has molded this team into a group that plays in his image. Gritty, hard-working performance by the Calgary Flames in this first round. And, well, they've been doing this all season long. Daniel Sedin back out with his brother and Trevor Linden. Under 4 minutes to go in the opening period of Game 6. Henrik spins it back to Linden in front. Daniel tied up. And down that right wing, the speedy Sean Donovan works against Sopel. Turns it back, and Malik there to bury him. Henrik Sedin pace his man against the boards. Nielsen to Nieminen to Donovan. And that shot deflecting high off the netting in chances. And it has been very even throughout this series. Even strength chances. Even strength goals, 6-2 for the series, favoring the Calgary Flames. As Olin plays it deep. Mike Commodore with Brad May in on the forecheck with Sanderson and Chubarov. Andrew Ferentz sends it back out to center ice. Artem Chubarov checked by Chris Clark and nailed by Stefan Yell. It's been a tough first period for Chubarov.
I wish he would have stayed in bed.
Now Sabrikin's got a little room on a Vancouver change. Shoots it high over the Canuck net. Iginla tagged by Oland as they do battle once again. Morrison, loose puck, nearly lost it, but it is played out. Cook to Salo, who jumps up and fires. Long-range shot. Rebound cleared by Warner. Aslan plays it back to Oland. And across to Salo, ahead out of the reach of Morrison. I mentioned the goal in each game by Naslund in elimination situations last year, first round. Morrison had 2 goals and 2 assists. 14-5 the shots favor Vancouver. Lombardi back, hit by Ruutu, turnover, Daniel Sedin, Henrik Ruutu scores! And the Canucks strike first as Jarkko Ruutu joins the Sedins and gets one past Kiprusoff.
Oh, that's an excellent forecheck by Vancouver. They get the puck in with a good shoot in, first of all. And then here comes the pressure down low. One hit, two hits, and three players go behind the net. And that leaves a 2-on-0 in front of Kiprusoff. And Ruutu there with Ruutu with a good hit. Daniel Sedin with puck recovery. Three Calgary Flames go behind the net. Lombardi was one of them. He should have stayed in front, or one defenseman should have stayed in front. And a wide open 2-on-0.
18:01, the time of the goal. Ruutu's first goal of the playoffs. Jovanovski a shot, and that just missed. Daniel and Henrik Sedin assist. Ruutu's first shot of the series. Now Mike Keane back in with Raczynski. And again, the bingo balls are out for Mark Crawford. He keeps shaking up his line combinations. Linden takes a high stick, and it's going to be a Calgary penalty on the play. Craig Conroy hitting off.
Right in the neutral zone on Trevor Linden. And as soon as Linden feels the stick, you know what he's going to do. And why wouldn't you? As Conroy gets him right in the face. Sedin was wide open. He could have shot him just as easily.
Ruutu had 6 regular season goals, 2 against Calgary, and now his first postseason goal. And the Canucks have struck first for the first time since game 1. Naslund slap shot off a skate. There's Cook at the side of the net. Matt Cook getting some power play time in the final minute of this first period, and Stefan Yell sends it down the ice. And with Stefan Yell back in the Calgary lineup, they've killed 13 of 14 power plays. Coming into tonight's action, Cook met by Regier. Morrison looks for a loose puck, but Leopold finds it. And Leopold off the boards and down the ice. Less than a half minute remaining in the opening period of Game 6. Nieminen forechecking. It's ahead for Henrik Sedin. He's got Sanderson off the side of the net as Jeff Sanderson steamed in. Puck played to the line, and it does come out. Sopel in retreat with Marcus Nielsen on his back. Now Daniel, dying seconds, one last shot, deflects high off the glass, and that will do it. A big first period. And Craig, you didn't find it significant, but I thought it was interesting. The entire Flames team out and on the bench before we saw one Canuck come out from the dressing room, which led me to believe that Daryl Sutter might have had a few things to say, and they were anxious to get out of the room after that first period. Here's Salo, a shot that up in the equipment of Brett Warner. And play is stopped.
I don't know if I'll go with your conspiracy theory, but I will tell you this, that the Vancouver Canucks out-battled the Calgary Flames 20-10. 20 battles, 1-10 in period number 1, won by Vancouver. That's an interesting trend that hasn't been the case in this series so far.
And that's why I think it was a little uncomfortable in the Calgary room in the intermission. But what do I know? You played. I did. Here's Salo across to Naslund. Time ticks off in this penalty as Morrison to Salo. Jovanovski to Naslund, and he missed on the short side as Conroy returns. So Vancouver now 0 for 4 on the power play, but with a lead as Clark heads down the right flank with Conroy. And a shot, and a glove stop by Auld. Little room on that short side.
That's the first chance of the game for the Calgary Flames, and the first gives good save by Auld. And he keeps his arm close to his body, and that enables him to squeeze the puck barely. And the new goalies now, the rule is, I say new goalies the way they play in the butterflies, your elbow has to be against your body, and then you move your gloves out. And that was a good example of it there.
From the face-off, Conroy played around Shabara, but his stick was broken. He leaves it in the Vancouver net, goes to the bench. for a new cue as Chubarov comes up with the puck. Artem Chubarov, nice move! And a paddle stop there by Kiprasov. And Sabrikin starts the other way. He's got Agidla loose on the far side. Agidla with less than 5.5 minutes in the opening period. So the rash of Calgary penalties kept their captain off the ice. Here's Sabrikin battling with Keane. Young Sabrikin against the veteran Keane, and Vancouver comes up with the puck. Sokol to May, and he'll play it in. A Vancouver change is Robin Regeer. Headmans the puck out of the reach of Marcus Nilsson. Malik gets it to his partner Jovanovski. Up to Sanderson, into the Calgary zone. Sanderson to Linden, off a skate wide. And turning back is Nieminen. Nieminen had the stick chopped out of his hands and has to retrieve his weapon, and now finds the puck at center. Ran into Malik. Sanderson has it again. Can't hook up with Cook. Now Jovanovski up ahead to Cook. A 2-on-1 with Sanderson. Cook shoots, and a toe stop by Kiprasov. Linden keeps it in. Cook jars Lombardi. And now we'll chase back Andrew Ferentz. Here's Ferentz slowly through center. A pass broken up by Henrik Sedin. Ryan Allen headmans the puck. Daniel again with his brother and Jarkko Ruutu. And Ruutu getting another shift with this line after the goal. Henrik to Daniel. A shot right on. Lombardi the rebound. He lost it. Daniel Sedin's got it. Here's Daniel in front. Ruutu plays it back to the line. And it comes all the way out to center.
And the Canucks must have listened to Kelly Rudy behind the mask, because they are now starting to go right to the middle of the net on Kiprasov. And he was dead right in that example. That's what they have to do so they don't get boxed out in front of the crease.
Good hit by Ruutu. Olava was shaken up. Naslund, a shot blocked by Commodore. Conroy jolted. Heavy hit by Matt Cook. Away goes Olava down the left wing. Cut off there by Naslund on a good back check. And Malik can't come up with it. Naslund's got it. He'll hit up ice. Flips it from his own side of center, and that's going to be an icing call against Vancouver. Matt Cook. And it stood up for the winner in Game 3. Canucks have not had a lead again until tonight, when Jarkko Ruutu scored the game's only goal at 18:01 of period 1. And an offside called at the Calgary blue line.
Well, the defense jumping in the play after period 1 6 times for Vancouver, none for the Calgary Flames. So that's a trend that's in Vancouver's favor as they're starting to get the defense jumping up. 20 battles won. How about Kiprasov? Look at him in warm-up. He can go straight down in the splits. Remember that 2-on-1 moments ago? Almost a carbon copy. Boy, is he flexible. Isn't that amazing?
Here's Iginla steering it into the Vancouver zone, and Auld got tied up with Yell, and Yell's going to get called. Stefan Yell's going to get his second penalty of the game. Auld was out of the net. Yell coming in on the forecheck. And it's Stefan Yell.
He doesn't like it much. He's chirping. And the goalies just can't be touched. And I don't agree with that rule. I'd like to see casual contact back in the National Hockey League with goalies. But Auld runs a pick, and does he get his arm out on this one? Nope, he doesn't. I mean, Yell still doesn't make an attempt to get out of the way. And there's Denny Morrell, the supervisor of officials. He'll check the tape, and he has done an excellent job in this series.
So another Vancouver power play, and the Calgary refrain before the game of stay out of the box hasn't held here in game number 6. But can the Canucks make them pay? 5th power play of the night. And 4 of their 7 power play goals came in the first game of the series. Morrison, Raczynski, Here's Naslin. Back to Morrison. Jovanovski and Salo poised at the point. Morrison up high. Naslin low. Rachinsky in the blue paint. Takes the pass. Great stop, Kiprasov. Oh, he looked behind him, but he had it in his feet.
The crease to find Rachinsky.
45 seconds gone. In the penalty to Yell, and again with Yell in the box, Calgary without probably their best penalty killer other than Kiprasov. Here's Daniel Sedin, works in, scores! What a goal! Daniel Sedin roofing that puck, 2-0 Vancouver.
One of the pre-scouts on Kiprasov is, in fact, he cheats to the middle and goes down. He didn't cheat to the middle, but he went down. But I don't care who was in net for this shot. A curl and drag. And a perfect short side shot. What a beauty. And Kiprasov, as soon as his defenseman goes down, he goes down. And there's the shot over top of the right shoulder. That had to be a perfect shot. And it was by Daniel Sedin.
Daniel Sedin has his first of this series. Just his third goal in 30 playoff games. But the Canucks take a 2-goal lead on the power play goal. Henrik draws the lone assist. Daniel Sedin had just 3 shots on goal in the first 4 games of the series.
You want to see a desperate team? The Canucks have come in here as a desperate team, and they're playing like it. And that's why they're up 2-0.
No passengers tonight. Trevor Linden seemed to spark the Sedins in Game 5, and they have been big tonight. Daniel has a goal and an assist. Here's Sanderson, backhand in front, and May couldn't reach the pass. Crashing in is Olin, and it is a much more confident Vancouver team now playing with the lead, and now a 2-goal bulge. A hit on Chubarov by Commodore. May scores! Brad May left untouched, and it's 3-0 Canucks.
Well, as I wondered might happen, the Calgary Flames, this is uncharted territory for them. And they just can't seem to get their game going, but give Vancouver credit. They have forced all these errors tonight so far in this game. And there's a battle here, and all of a sudden Commodore takes his man, but 3, 4 Calgary Flames go to the puck. And Brad May, he just sort of cruises right down the middle all by himself and beats Kiprasov, who is tight in his net. And now Daryl Sutter's called a timeout to try to settle this young team down.
2 goals in 70 seconds. Vancouver had 2 even strength goals in the series coming into Game 6. They have 2 tonight. Sanderson and Chubarov draw assists on Brad May's first. So the first for Daniel Sedin, the first for Jarkko Ruutu, first for Brad May, and suddenly the support cast of the Canucks becomes a factor in the series.
That's a good thing because the big line tonight has done nothing for Vancouver.
Matt Cook taken into the boards heavily. And we've got a penalty.
Went up the ice in a hurry here, and this is why he gets tied up with Sopel. Look at the position he ends up in. Ooh, boy. And we'll see. He's gone right to the locker room. And on that last penalty, he could have made a case for Gauthier and a high stick as well. We'll try and get to that in a moment.
Yes, Matt Cook is off, an elbowing call. Now Conroy sends it in. And the Flames on the power play in desperate need of something positive here, as they have fallen behind 3-0. A pair of second period goals 70 seconds apart. One a Vancouver power play. But here comes Jordan Leopold, rifling the puck in. Olin there for Vancouver, and Jovanovski fires at the length of the ice.
Flames are out of sync here so far on everything they're doing all over the ice, and that's because they're getting outworked, plain and simple, by the Vancouver Canucks.
Andrew Ferentz to the line, rolls it in. Brian Allen a chance now. He plays it to the near corner. Iginla there for Calgary. Back to Yell and Ferentz. That's off Niemanen, and Jovanovski's got it. he'll send it back. And Greg, the shots are 21-6. So approaching the midway mark of the second period. Calgary, one chance, 6 shots. Ferretz with 40 seconds left on this Calgary power play. And no retrieval by the Flames. And the puck bounced down the ice by Vancouver. Mike Commodore up ahead for Clark. Chris Clark, pass fails to work. Canucks clear. And they're still out of sync on this power play.
Playoff experience. This might be the difference right now. The Canucks have been in this situation before. And as I mentioned, uncharted waters for Calgary. But more than anything else, Vancouver's just played a heck of a game so far in the first half.
Mix up on a change there. Rhett Warner over the boards. Then he had to dive back. As Commodore didn't come off, they got the change now, and the penalty over. No Calgary shots on that power play. Here's Jovanovski firing it through traffic. Puck back to the line. Jovanovski held it in momentarily, and now back out at center it goes. Oland off Cook's stick. Danny Gauthier, and the fans try to stoke up the Flames. Marcus Nielsen ahead off Oliva. Alex Auld off the glass and around. It will go past Naslund and bounce down inside the Calgary line. Leopold for Donovan. Oliva crashing in against Oland. Down goes Oland. Henrik Sedin bothered there by Donovan. Oland ahead. Naslund redirects. Away goes Sanderson. Look at that speed. Scores! Jeff Sanderson! 4-0 Vancouver.
And now Kiprusoff gets into the act with a softie, even though it's a 2-on-1. And this is all about speed, but Matthias Ohlund here, what a play. Right off the bat to Naslund, and away goes Sanderson. All Naslund's trying to do is chip it ahead because he knows Naslund with great speed has Regeer standing still. And away he goes. You're not going to catch this guy. And a quick release beats Kiprusoff to the far side.
And Sanderson has his first of the series. 4 Vancouver goal scorers, all checking into the score sheet for the first time in this opening round battle.
Now, we've talked a lot in this series about battles won or lost, and Oliva here and Ohlund get all tied up, and Ohlund goes down and have some room doing it.
And as we have mentioned on many occasions, nobody faster than Jeff Sanderson. Here's a shot, scores! A deflection, fools all, and Calgary's on the board.
Don't be surprised if they don't go upstairs.
Mark Crawford says no goal. Let's find out.
Schick's cleaning his ear out so he can hear the phone.
I don't like his chances.
The question is the stick over the crossbar when the puck makes contact with the stick?
I think that looked okay. Sabrikin.
Pro saying high stick. See if we can get you a better angle here. Oh, that looks high from that one.
It does look high from that angle.
Is it a Ginla that does it? Here's a better look.
And there.
Now, you know what? We don't have
the crossbar.
We don't have a conclusive angle. Now, what does Schick do? Those angles, I don't think, tell us all the way. Now, the next question is, did the official call it a goal? I believe he did.
Yes.
Behind the net. So if these replays are inconclusive, it goes back to Schick. And at that point, he has to make the call based on his original reaction.
Let's take another look.
That is closer.
I think this is our best angle, and if we could freeze it on contact right there, I think that's a goal, Greg. I think that's below the crossbar.
You look at it that way, it is. You look at the shot from behind the net, I disagree with you. Here, now look at this. Stop it right there. Whoa. Oh, there. I'm glad I don't have to make this decision.
Yeah, and again, inconclusive or not, do we have conclusive evidence?
If it's inconclusive, it's a goal based on Schick's reaction and the way he pointed. And they're going to say goal. Now here's a look at Schick, fellas. There. Goal. He's saying puck to the net. I don't even know if he's signaling or even looking at the high stick at that point.
The goal comes 16 seconds after the fourth Vancouver marker. And Oleg Saprikin has his second of the series from Regeer and Conroy.
And our next commercial break, I'll try and get a better explanation for you, and I will.
Yes, did they rule it was conclusive or did they send it back downstairs? Right now, Calgary fans aren't too concerned. 4-1. Let's see if it gives this outplayed Flames team a spark. Saprikin ahead, Iginla. Quiet night for the captain. Saprikin sends it in, but Iginla had been upended in the Vancouver zone. Offside the call.
So, when you're a Calgary Flame player in this position, the next thing you do is try to just peck away at this lead that the Canucks have. Try and get a goal every 5 minutes. They need one more before they go in to get back in it. With 8:50 to go in period 2.
Still waiting the official on the Calgary goal. Saprikin will get credit, and Regeer 1 assist. Chris Clark hit by Cook. Marcus Naslund flips it into the slot area. Kovasu out with Yell. They can't control. Cook missed the pass, but then got out of the way of a Denny Gauthier jolt. Gauthier with it. One man into forecheck, Brendan Morrison. 8:20 left here in the second period. They played 18 minutes of the first without a goal, then Ruutu at 18:01. And then we've had 4 goals in the second period, as things have livened up considerably.
Chris Worth from the league office, they did check in Toronto. They thought it was inconclusive as well, so it went back down to the ice level. And the referee ruled it a goal.
Stuck with the original call.
There you go.
Eric Malik. Well, we often see things different ways, and here are 2 different views of it and 2 different interpretations, and it's so borderline. It was inconclusive.
Yeah, quite frankly, from the different angles I saw, I had no idea already in this year's playoffs.
Marty Gilina has not returned to the Flames bench after hobbling off. There's a heavy collision. Ruutu got Commodore. Nieminen busting in. Scores! Billy Nieminen, and the Flames getting back in it.
Matthias Olin up the half boards here, gets the puck, and it just squirts right through him. And here comes Billy Nieminen, who has not had a goal in this series either. And he has some great speed. And he uses speed. Now he's a left-handed shot. And that enables him to take off. But where's the defense backing him up? Olin and Salo take off way up the zone. They got a better depth on their blue line than that. Salo has to back up Matthias Olin.
So Billy Nieminen has his first of the series. It comes 2 minutes and 7 seconds after the Saprikin goal. And a 4-0 lead is now 4-2 Vancouver.
Now how does the young goaltender Alex Auld now react? He hasn't had many chances against him. He's got 2 goals behind him.
Conroy back in. A shot handled by Auld. And he'll hold it long enough for a face-off, so the plot thickens here in Calgary.
And the fans are back in it. Now how does this happen? Here's the giveaway here. Here's Salo here. Where does he end up? Well, he doesn't have a hockey stick to begin with. So we got to go back and find out why he doesn't have a stick. And that's why he couldn't put his stick into the shooting lane, and Nieminen just walked around him.
This building's been ignited by those 2 goals, 2:07 apart. May takes Commodore into the end boards. They battle, and Olava starts out. Christoph Ola can't get it deep. Kovasu ran into Jovanovski, and Mike Keane collects the puck. Marek Malik starts back. He'll drill it in wide of the net. Andrew Ferentz. Deafening in here right now. Kovasu over the line, fires, rebound, and that bounced over the stick of Marcus Nilsson. Marcus Naslund over to Salo, and his shot deflecting off the netting and out of play. Now the scoring plays Sabrikin from Conroy and Leopold at 10:31, and then at 12:38, Nieminen unassisted. Now Sean Donovan with Marcus Nilsson and Billy Nieminen. Nieminen's got it. He'll try and come out in front against Brian Allen. And now the Canucks seem to be in quicksand in their own zone. Chubarov settles things down and flips it ahead. There's Ruutu to Raczynski. Brett Warner back. Warner and his partner Denny Gauthier regain possession for Calgary. And now Trevor Linden is back with the Sedins as the line juggling continues. And our truck informs me that Marty Gillen is back on the Calgary bench. Iginla heads out. And now Jerome Iginla's going to be joined by Stefan Yell.
We're going to double shift him now, Chris.
Here he goes. Jovanovski lines him up and knocks him down. Olin hit by Yell. They converge along the end boards. Sabrikin does some good work. Yell after it. He's lost his stick, ties it up in his skates. Now Iginla. And Jovanovski ran into Iginla and caused the turnover. Linden flipping it deep. And that'll cue a Vancouver change as this game livens back up in a hurry. Here's Stefan Yell pounding it in on Auld, and he'll hold it.
That's focus and concentration.
Face-off controlled by Chubarov. And the Canucks get it out at center. A pass for Kovasu. Rolled it in. Conroy said this morning it might be the unsung guys tonight. He said it might be a guy like Kovasu. Well, we've had a lot of unsung goal scorers. For Vancouver Canucks with their first playoff goal in this series. Billy Nieminen with his first for Calgary, and Oleg Sabrikin. Nieminen ending a 15-game drought with his goal. Brad May at center. There's Sanderson. Missed Chubarov with a pass. They go to the corner. Gauthier kicked it ahead neatly. And here's Lombardi off the boards. Chris Clark flipping it into the Vancouver zone. Flames change. Up to Naslund. Naslund looked right wing, but Sanderson was heading off. Ferentz back for Calgary. Andrew Ferentz watched by Morrison. Up Donovan. Bounces it in. Conroy was looking for it. Along the boards. Morrison knocks it out. And away goes Cook. Matt Cook fires off Kiprusoff. Well out to challenge. And cut off the angle.
Boy, Vancouver's going high on Kiprusoff now every time.
Here's a turnover. But a high stick stops play as the Canucks looked like they had something going in transition.
And Matt Cook and a Morrison feed up the boards. Don't forget now, Calgary's really pinching down their D, and that's going to create some of these chances. Kiprusoff goes down early. Once again, a high shot, but he's able to get his blocker on it. Now, Alex Auld, this is tough for him right now. He's got to get through this period and refocus. He's a young goalie, and things haven't gone his way the last 5 minutes, albeit it's not his fault, the goals. But still, you know he's feeling the pressure at the moment.
Shots 23-12 on the night, Vancouver. 8-7 now in the second. Matthias Olin starts the Canucks away. Raczynski to Keane. He lost it. Raczynski gets it back. Under 2.5 minutes to go. here in period number 2. 16-year vet Mike Keane on the forecheck. Leopold took a hit, and Raczynski's going to get a penalty as he got the high stick up on Jordan Leopold. And things are tilting Calgary's way.
Penalty kill. 0 for 2. No shots on their last power play for Calgary.
4 power play goals in the series. Leopold ahead for Conroy. Jelena back in the game on this power play with the Ginla. Regeer and Leopold. Regeer moves up, a shot. Ginla couldn't get his stick on it for the redirect. He's got it now for Conroy. Back to Ginla. Conroy in the corner, now Jelena tangling up with Salo in the goal mouth. Conroy. Regeer moves up in front, and that rolled just wide. And Chubarov has a broken stick. Leopold gives it to Regeer. Across for Ginla. Chubarov watching him, but without a stick. Ginla holds. Leopold. Ginla back. Leopold shot! And Regeer missed on the deflection. At the side of the net, Conroy. Jelena knocked down in front. And up with it is Salo and Keane. Oh, Keane smothered. Big hit, but got it down the ice.
Couple of good chances for Calgary on the redirects, and they just barely missed.
Final minute, second period. It's been a wild one. And Vancouver gets it back into the Calgary zone. And down to a half minute remaining in the penalty to Raczynski. What a lift for the Flames if they could capitalize and draw within 1 on a last-minute goal. It'd be equally a big lift for the Canucks to escape this penalty kill with a 2-goal lead through 2. Yell to Gauthier. Shot knocked down in front and cleared. And the penalty about to come to an end. And not a shot on Alex Auld with the man advantage for the second straight power play. Sean Donovan takes off. Donovan over the line with Nieminen. Pass intercepted, and Jovanovski off the glass. Here's Raczynski. In. Raczynski stopped. Big save, Kiprasov. And Raczynski ran him over. And the net knocked ajar with 0.5 of a second left on the clock in period 2.
You know, it's okay to put your paddle down, but when you do, and you know forwards crashing into you, it can be dangerous. Here's Kiprasov paddle down. Ooh, and he gets booted right in the head afterwards by Raczynski as he slides into him. Ouch.
So one last draw. And Yell protects it, and that will do it. 4 straight for Vancouver, and then 2 in 2:07 for Calgary. Protect a 2-goal lead to take this series to the limit. 4-2 Canucks as we start the third period of Game 6. Sabrikin, Conroy, and Ginla. Played into the far corner. Ginla there. Sabrikin, bad angle, testing Alex Auld. Now Conroy after it. Greg Conroy up with it against Raczynski, rolled back in on the Vancouver goaltender who freezes it. 4 straight Vancouver goals. Then a timeout for Calgary. And since the Darryl Sutter timeout, shots are 6-2 Calgary, and they've scored a pair to cut the lead in half. Marty Jelena in front. And Chris Clark couldn't get a stick on it. There's a deflection in front. Jelena digging for it, but Auld smothered it.
Give the kid credit. This is a good save and a point shot. And boy, the Canucks are running around at the moment in their own zone. Keep an eye on this. I mean, Jovanovski and Olin take off, and Jelena's wide open in front. That can't happen if you're defending a lead. Auld with a good save on the redirect. I mean, Marty Jelena had time to stop that and walk around the goalie if he would have known.
So he's off. Lombardi won the draw. And here's Regeer, a shot right on. Traffic again in front, but the Canucks get it out. And all the way down the ice, Leopold back for the icing call Just 59 seconds gone in the third. Calgary pressing.
Quite a game so far.
Brad May leading all shooters with 3 shots on goal. Here's Lombardi. Plays it back of the Vancouver net. Regier holds the zone. Here's the shot. Scores! Chris Clark! It's a 1-goal game! And Mark Crawford indicating he thinks that goal shouldn't have counted either.
It's the traffic in front of the net, I believe, they're not happy with. And the giveaway here behind the net starts it off. Goes back to the point. The shot.
May have been tipped by Jelena in front.
No doubt about it.
Off his leg and through the wickets.
And they're saying that the goalie was turned around, but the puck was already in the net long before that. It was a redirect, Chris. Right through the legs of Alex Hall.
So, 1 goal separates these two.
And a very similar play where the Vancouver Canuck defense took off out of the zone. They left the zone too early. And that puck is in the net before Jelena ties himself up with the goaltender Alex Hall.
And Marty Jelena has his first of the series. Clark and Regier at 1:14.
And that's in the first 2 minutes of this third period.
And this building erupting. And here comes Calgary again. Nieminen at center with Donovan and Nilsson. Nilsson rolling it a foot wide with room on that far side. Now Cook with Naslund. They'll send it in and get a change, and the Canucks right now in disarray. They're the team that has to gather themselves. Shots are closing in 24-17 in favor of Vancouver. Mike Commodore up ahead. Conroy back out. Commodore, Saprikin over the line they come. A pass behind Conroy. And the steadying influence of Trevor Linden on the ice for Vancouver. Bouncer in on Kiprasov. And Linden and Ferretz went hard to the net. Here's Iginla. Busting in. Turned around. Puck in on Auld. And he'll hold it.
And the puck will go back to the point, and there go the Vancouver defense. They're just sleeping. And they just let their man go. Jelena just shoots it into the net on the redirect. And a good play on the point as well.
Here's Jelena. Off the draw, won by Calgary. Matt Lombardi. Clark running interference. Lombardi in front. Leopold off Auld. Oh, what a chance that was. Clark to the boards. Eric Malik. Mike Keane to the red line and down.
I was Mark Crawford. I'd take a timeout right now.
I was thinking the same thing.
They got to settle this momentum down somehow that Calgary is showing at the moment.
Ice is tilted, and you've got to hand it to the Flames. They were down and out, 4-0. Their timeout turned it around. Allen sends it in. Brett Warner. Off the boards, up to Donovan. Matt Cook lined him up. Pucks it down the ice. Sokol spins it out at center. Morrison's on it. Here's Brendan Morrison with Naslund. Missed the pass, and Nieminen will turn. Up ahead is Nilsson. Over the line, drops it. Billy Nieminen, checked by Sokol. Nieminen behind the net. Now Donovan takes over. Ferentz, shot. It doesn't get through, and Morrison battles and gets it out. Sean Donovan, look out, loose puck, Cook's on it. Here's Matt Cook across the goal mouth, and Morrison sent tumbling into the net. And he's having trouble getting out of there. Mike Commodore, away for Calgary, a frenzy of action. Commodore, nailed by Jovanovski. Merrick Malik. Saprikin forechecking. He lost his stick. Jovanovski ahead. And away goes Linden. Henrik Sedin up for Daniel. Too far. Andrew Ferentz chased by Linden. outlets Conroy, ahead Saprikin with the Gidla. Over the line they come. Saprikin knocked down. Conroy got a good piece of Olin, but the puck comes out. And we're just approaching now the 5-minute mark of the third. 4 straight for Vancouver, 3 in a row for Calgary. Here's Jovanovski. Flipping it down the ice. Robin Regeer kicks it ahead for Christoph Oliva. Stefan Yell ridden out by Raczynski. Brian Allen headbands. Here's Raczynski over the line. Looks for Chubarov. And a little swivel backhand wide.
Kiprusoff doesn't look all that sharp at the other end either, Chris, at the moment.
Good old-fashioned fire wagon stuff right here. And a huge hit by Gauthier, and he got the worst of it. Gauthier down. And Denny Gauthier with no weight on his right leg as he hobbles slowly off. And Gauthier in trouble as he gets to the bench. Now Naslund ahead for Cook. Matt Cook over the line. Morrison, and he's checked by Clark. They battle. Lombardi tried to one-hand it ahead, and Morrison knocked it down and may have saved an odd man rush.
Yeah, Vancouver has to be careful here. They're losing the puck just inside Calgary's line. And Calgary's counterattacking, and that's what's creating all this momentum.
Puck played to center. Ferentz to an open wing. Now Henrik Sedin back to his defense. Listen to these fans, but here's Daniel in to Henrik. In, Kiprusoff down. Got the paddle down. Sedin's with a chance, and back in they come. With Sanderson now. Jeff Sanderson into the corner. Looks for it again. Finds it. Out of the corner. Sanderson. Checked by Commodore. Kicked in. And now away go the Flames at center. On the left side, Nieminen. Tees. Fires. Good stop all. At the point. Shot by Regeer. Knocked down by Brian Allen. Over on the far side, Nilsson after it. Here's Leopold. Finds some open ice. A move on Sanderson. Back it goes, and that shot blocked by Allen. 2 Allen blocks of the last 2 point shots. It's Nilsson from the boards. Donovan in front, and Nilsson wrapped up by an old Swedish teammate, Henrik Sedin. Allen to the red line and in, and both teams make changes.
Vancouver won all the puck battles in the first 2 periods. Now the tide has changed, and now Calgary's starting to win all the battles.
1 period of dominance wasn't enough for Vancouver in Game 5. Might it be enough for Calgary in Game 6?
And Mark Crawford on the goal, we think his argument was that this, he thinks, is a hand pass. To me, it looks like it just hits either the glove or the body of the defenseman.
Here's a Gidla shot off the faceoff that was intercepted. And now Vancouver starts back. Andrew Ferentz able to roll it out to center. We've just hit the 8-minute mark of a torrid third period. Flames have a goal to get within 1. Ruutu to Chubarov. Loose in front. Raczynski couldn't come up with it. Now Raczynski works the boards. Watched by Lombardi. And it's kept in by Olin. Matthias Olin did keep it in, and now Commodore will get it out. Pass to Gidla. Marek Malik, right wing, that hit the skate of Sokol. And then Sokol hauls down Ferentz. Play allowed to continue. And this building erupts.
Looks like they're going to let him play here now.
And the puck goes out of play.
Here's a quick look at this play one more time. It just bounces off for Gear. There's no motion of a hand pass at all, and then the shot and redirect in front. So to me, that's a good goal. If that's what the Canucks were complaining about after it, and I think they were.
No question. Mark Crawford on that isolation. You could read the lips, hand pass, maybe some wishful thinking. Here's Naslin in front, off a body, Morrison shot it wide. Now Naslin with it. This is the big line for Vancouver. Presses the issue. Up ahead it goes, Jelena. Big recovery by Jelena, who went off under severe difficulty earlier, and he may have been shaken up again as Jovanovski got a good piece of veteran Marty Jelena. And it continues to be a war of attrition. Kovasu after it. Brian Allen there. Yell regains it for Calgary. They get tied up with Mick Magoo. Yell's got it. In front. Where is it? Ald's got it. Play stopped. Marcus Nielsen on this face-off against Artem Chuparov. Right in on Ald. And he'll cover it once again. Now 28-20, so Calgary has outshot the Canucks 14-10 since the early Vancouver domination in this game. Here goes Sanderson again. And Jeff Sanderson's goal right now is the difference in the hockey game. Here's Tubarov. Brad May trying to power his way in front. May looking to center. And May has had a strong night for the Canucks. Billy Niemanen starts back. 9:40 left, third period. Long shot in on Ald. And Brian Allen flips it to center ice. Here's Cook after a loose puck. Cook's on it with Naslin and Morrison. Stopped by Kiprasov. And back the other way goes Niemanen. 3 Calgary Flames over the line. Iginla turned away by Ald. Iginla steps into Olin. Puck cleared. Leopold for Saprikin. Matthias Olin back to get it. And Olin dispatches the puck down the ice. We have 9 minutes left in the third period of Game 6. A 1-goal game. Iginla takes it in. Saprikin left it for Conroy. Ferentz shot well wide of the net. And did it hit the netting? Everybody stopped for a moment. And now they are going to call play dead. We're going to take a breather. 8:46 left.
Just to quickly clarify that rule, if the puck was directed by Robin Regeer to his teammate, then the play would be blowing down. But in my opinion, the puck just hit Regeer and bounced off him.
I think you're right.
And that is the difference between those two scenarios.
And so 2 goals.
How was that, Mr. Pepper?
By the Flames that have raised the ire of the Canucks and made this a very interesting night. Been a different game than most in the series, but like all in the series, it's been full of intrigue and interest and plenty of battles. Saprikin to Iginla. Over the line, Ferentz some room. Gets deep in front, Saprikin off his skate.
And again, the Flame forwards are getting in behind Vancouver's defense on point shots.
Now Linden back the other way. Being watched by Commodore, Daniel Sedin. Oh, what a move! And Saprikin took it out of the goal mouth as that got behind Mika Kiprasov.
The leaders are taking over here now. Linden's been great for Vancouver. Iginla's been unbelievable here for the Calgary Flames.
Daniel Sedin's got a goal tonight, and how sweet was that move? Here's Commodore. Off the glass and out. Jovanovski for Daniel Sedin. Over the line. Here's Lombardi turning. Put it back in the corner and has to go out to ease it along, and now it's played into center ice. Sedin's going off. Heavy traffic at the bench. Back in comes Calgary. Clark shot wide. Nilsson on the other side. Robin Regeer. Salo tackles his man. At the point, Regeer scores! Reed Ruck, and it's all tied as Chris Clark deflects it all the way back from 4-0 down.
Puck battles again. Puck battles one, and then The Flames shoot the puck towards the net and go to the net. And you can't blame Alex Hall. I mean, this is a redirect right in front of him. Here's the puck battle won by Jelena, and then a giveaway here. Back to the point. That's puck support by Calgary. They're overloading the puck, and they're beating the Canucks to the puck all over the ice.
The fire alarms are going off. The Calgary Flames with 4 in a row to answer the original 4-goal volley by the Canucks. Clark's second of the series from Nilsson and Regier in an extraordinary game here, Game 6. It's deafening the Penrose Saddledome. Craig Conroy lost it. Morrison's got it. And what comes next on this wild night in Calgary? Trevor Linden steams back in. Up against Ferretz, lost it. Well, Morrison didn't see it. He was headed to the bench. And now Saprikin knifes it in. Jovanovski with a Ginla checking. Poland up ahead. Gordon Leopold to an open wing. 5:45 left in the third. The only thing we haven't had in this series is overtime. Is that on the docket tonight? Jovanovski out. Mike Keane turns with it. Robert Regier to his partner. Leopold around. Allen held it. Mike Keane in front. No one home for Vancouver. Jelena cleanly down the ice. Now Salo, good feed by all. And that shot hot off the chest of Kiprusoff. Whoa! And Salo another shot wide. Here's Donovan ducking the check of Ruutu. Nieminen lost it. Donovan following. And he's tangled up with Chubarov. Raczynski starts back. And these fans have stayed in the uproar since the tying goal. Ruutu crashing in there on the forecheck. Now it's played to the near side. Nieminen flips to the line, and it's gloved out. Now Yell goes after it. Brent Sopel up at center. Sending it in, and Kiprusoff's going to hold it as Linden bears down, and we listen to the Sea of Red.
His wrong side. He's a left-handed shot playing the right wing. And he has trouble orienting himself in that point shot, and then the puck is redirected in front.
Now a Jovanovski shot doesn't get through, and here's a Ginla after it. Malik takes charge for the Canucks, plays it back inside. The Calgary line, we're under 4 minutes left in the third period. For the magic number tonight. Vancouver with the first 4. Calgary with the last 4. An unbelievable game. Olin bats it out. The fans were on their feet through the entire break. Out comes Clark, who had needed them. He sends it in, but not from across center ice. That's an icing call against the Flames. And it is won by Stefan Yell, the best Flames face-off man. Far corner Commodore, the former New Jersey and Anaheim product. Chris Clark again from around center. This time they really got to the red line. In on the forecheck, Jelena to the side of the net. Allen spins it away. The Sedins back out. They have 4 points in the game. Now Clark with it, changing in front of the Calgary bench. Clark upended, and now the Canucks have it. Jovanovski bounces it in. Rutschinski takes out Regier. Chubarov after it. Still without a playoff goal in his career. Working along the boards. Rutschinski off the boards. And now cleared by Calgary. Donovan trying to beat the icing. Oh, not enough steam for icing anyway. Nieminen looks for Nilsson. Good hustle here by the Flames. Malik tried to tie up Nilsson. Donovan's got it. Jovanovski puts the shoulder into him. Puck squirts loose and Cook rolls it down. After it there, Regier. And icing the call as Matt Cook that time didn't get to the red line. And we're under 2 minutes left, 1:59 to go. And I don't think anybody's hearing whistles now.
To win this series before tonight, 62% on the draws against Craig Conroy, who's under 50%.
Comes back to Ferentz, a shot off Linden wide. Keane on the other side, pinned by Iginla. Canucks get it out. Is this the night they end 15 years of frustration? Or can the Canucks regroup and take it to the limit again, as they did last year in the first round? Rutschinski squeezed off the puck. And it's dispatched by Rhett Warner down the ice. Saprikin on the tail of Sopel. Mike Keane ahead. Henrik Sedin took a hit but got it down. 80 seconds left. Leopold flipping it. Jovanovski back. And another icing call. And this will come back into the Calgary zone.
Daryl Sutter was sending memos out to his team every game. And at the top of the memo, you know what it said? Game 7. So you know that Sutter went in after 2 periods and said, boys, this is it. Another game 7. We have to come back. They did, so far.
One-game mission was their theme. They didn't want to think about a second chance. That's what the Canucks are thinking about on Monday night. Linden plays it back in deep, and we're into the final minute of regulation. Daniel Sedin after it. Leopold up and Chris Clark's away. Clark stopped by Jovanovski the first time. It's in front of the net and steered wide. And Linden there to break it up and get it out. Henrik Sedin, and again he didn't get to the red line, but they're waving it off, and I don't know why.
I didn't think he made the red line there.
Warner out. He gets to the red line. Roland gives it away. Nieminen couldn't corral it. And hits Sopel with it. Morrison up for Naslund on the right wing. Here's Cook to Sopel. And the whistles are hard to hear, but it's offside. As the Flames erased a 2-goal advantage, and for the first time in what is already a memorable series, we're going to overtime.
Here's the equalizer that's forced OT. Who you picking, Kelly, to score?
Chris Clark and Jeff Sanderson.
I'm taking Mike Keane or Jordan Leopold. Calgary Flames are headed for Detroit or Vancouver. Chris Cuthbert and Greg Millen on Hockey Night in Canada in a moment.
Or will Vancouver right the ship and take it back home for Game 7? Underway in the first overtime of this series. And Yelb, Jelena, and Clark start against the Sedins and Trevor Linden.
Normally these happen quickly in the first couple of minutes, or then things settle in.
Calgary never came back during the regular season to win a game from more than 2 goals down. The lowest scoring team left in the Stanley Cup playoffs scored 4 straight tonight to force this, and another puck out of play. A couple of whistles, 30 seconds in to overtime.
Well, I enjoyed Kelly Rudy's little piece on Brian Allen. That was nice. I mean, he did have a great shift, and he's played very well in this playoffs. Very, very well for the Vancouver Canucks. And you look at his future, and it sure is bright.
Last shot wins tonight. Greg Conroy digs in. He's had a big night in the face-off circle. This time, though, Chubarov pulled it back, and now they'll duel, and Conroy gets it back. And the Flames, who lost most of the early battles, are winning more than their share now. Here's a giveaway, though, and Cook's in. Matt Cook fires right on Kiprasov.
And how would you like to be Alex Auld here on these goals? I mean, here are the deflected goals. There's one. Goes straight down on him. Keane doesn't get the puck out. Two. Gelinas wide open in front. Once again, wide open in front. And if you're Alex Auld, you don't see the point shot to begin with, let alone the tip-in that goes by you.
From the face-off, Calgary gets control. Flames 3-3-7 during the regular season. In overtime, gloved down for Warner. Canucks were good with 11 overtime wins, 5 losses and 10 ties. Won't be a tie tonight. There's Warner off the glass and back in deep. Unless, of course, the Canucks tie the series. Sean Donovan battles. Trying to get it out in front. Yell off the far boards. Shot knocked down. Back into Auld. And finally covered.
Trey forward.
And a good idea by Yell to take the bad angle shot. You never know. Nilsson. Back to Leopold. Leopold's shot, and Trevor Linden laid out and got a piece of that one. 10 years ago, he got the game winner in overtime, game 6. And when the Canucks came back from 3-1 down, they posted overtime wins in 5, 6, and 7. Route 2 chips it ahead. Raczynski goes after it. In slipstream after Regier. Raczynski still battles. Puck loose. Canucks on it. Chubarov. Raczynski. Route 2 in front. That pass didn't work. To the line. Allen couldn't hold it. Kovasu trying to get around him, and Auld comes out to clear. Raczynski back in. Long range shot handled by Kiprasov.
A long change now for Calgary in this overtime session.
Clark after it. Oh, he had Gelinas loose. And the pass didn't get across. Commodore, the big defenseman, looks it back in. Took a bump. Got it deep. Allen there. Met by Gelinas. Conroy after it. Now pushed ahead by Linden. Henrik Sedin knocked down. They hold it in. And Conroy flips it wide. There's Gelinas and Allen colliding. And Linden there to bring it out. Daniel Sedin plays it deep. Linden will go after it against Commodore. Big hit by Linden. But the Flames clear it. All the way down. An icing call against Calgary. Chubarov on the draw. Jovanovski is shot wide. Leopold sends it around to Ginla. Looks rink wide. There's Saprikin. Over the line. His shot steered away by Auld. Oleg Saprikin. Craig Conroy said this morning this has been his coming out party this series. Leopold all the way up over 2 lines to Saprikin offside.
Are staying pretty much the same. Nilsson against Brendan Morrison at the moment.
Nilsson, Donovan, Niemanen up against the big line of Cook. Morrison, Naslund testing Kiprasov from long range again.
I still don't think Kiprasov looks all that comfortable on that at the moment.
That puck will travel over 200 feet. And an icing call.
Kiprasov did make a couple of big saves in the third period. There's no doubt about that with the game on the line. But here's a shot, a harmless looking shot from Naslund here. He looks pretty solid on that one as he redirects it into the corner.
I wondered if Daryl Sutter was going to leave Marcus Nilsson out for that draw. He was 2-10 through 60 minutes, and he does make the change, and it will be Lombardi against Linden. And the rookie continues to do the little things, but here's a puck stripped away. Henrik Sedin, Daniel turns it back. Jovanovski shot, stopped by Kiprasov. Flames clear. Big chance there for Vancouver.
Yeah, big save Kiprusoff on that one. And that was all from a play on some pressure coming out of the zone. We call this backside pressure in hockey. And Kiprusoff had to be big. And here's a look at it. Henrik Sedin there stripped the puck from Ferentz, and then the Flames are in trouble. Not enough traffic again directly in front of Kiprusoff as the Calgary Flames defense do a nice job of boxing out Trevor Linden.
Chubarov, Raczynski, and Ruutu are on the ice for Vancouver. Chuck Kobasu, Christoph Olivuk getting a shift in overtime, along with the reliable Stefan Yell. He'll dump it right in. Here's a big rebound. Olivuk! Oh, what a chance! Christoph Olivuk, who scored in Game 1, pounced on that shoot-in and nearly ended it. Face-off won by Calgary. Warner, a shot knocked down. Puck kept in at the line, spun deep by Nieminen. There's Nielsen. Billy Nieminen, who has scored in this game. Out with Sean Donovan. Brent Sopel after it. Up to Morrison. And Regeer held the line momentarily and now regroups at center. Nieminen scoops it back in. Olin with Donovan after him. Canucks get it out. Matthias Olin had it knocked off his stick, but it's a delayed offside. 5:20 into extra time. Greg, now we've got strength against strength. The Conroy line with Iginla and Sabrikin against Morrison, Naslund, and Cook. And is this the way we'll end it?
We've seen this a lot in this game, though. Daryl Sutters told us he doesn't mind it.
Now Sabrikin gets the loose puck. Salo took a run at him. Morrison out. Up for Cook and back. Morrison inside the line. Dumped to the corner. Ferentz takes out Cook. Held in. Salo winds, fires off a leg wide. I think that hit Cook. Tangled with Ferentz in front. Conroy outlets. And Sammy Salo sends it back to the line. Naslund chopped it away from Warner and now heads off on a change. Iginla's still out. He gets it deep and Calgary will change all down to the net. Here's Linden to the attack, looking for his first goal of the series. Henrik Sedin knocked down. Off goes Clark. Clark got a high stick up on Jovanovski. The officials didn't see it. In front. Oh, Clark! What a chance! Jovanovski still down. And Chris Clark almost ended it. And Ed Jovanovski, in some difficulty, he took a heavy high stick that went undetected.
And how was this not called? On top of the head is the high stick. And Ed Jovanovski, a perfect one-on-one, takes his man. And there's the swat right over the head.
And while Jovanovski was down, Clark was left unattended in front of the Vancouver net. Couldn't handle the hot pass. Kept in by Regeer. Shot all down. And Olin there to get it out of harm's way. Out at center, Raczynski now. Morrison took the draw. He goes off. Chubarov in the corner, double teamed. Sanderson tries to dig it loose. Sanderson battles. Kobasu up with it.
Remember here, Calgary down to 5 defensemen with Gauthier hurt in this game. Will that be a factor?
At least through regulation, but they have a lot of hockey left.
They're going to have to keep their shifts very short on defense, but remember, this is a long change. Hard to do.
So Ferentz is paired with Warner instead of the injured Gauthier. Conroy gets it deep. Donovan after it. Sammy Salo off the boards and down the ice. This will be icing against Vancouver. Raczynski getting attention from the draw. Donovan stole it, centered it. It found its way to May, and back comes Morrison. Sopel hopped up on the rush. Here's Sopel. Off a leg, May pouncing on it, firing it from a bad angle. Will it be May Day tonight? Brad May battles. Allen steps up. Donovan got a piece of him. Warner hit by May. Ferentz finds some room, gets it out. Niemanen stayed on side, but the puck all the way through. All cleared it ahead. Here's Chubarov. Sopel up. Shot on Kiprasov. Handled as Naslund took it.
Great play by Alex Auld. The change was long for Calgary. It almost cost them there.
Oh, bad change there. Warner got off. They had 7 Flames on the ice for a brief time. And that long change you've talked about hampered them there. Saprikin in. Oh, he wired it high. Oleg Saprikin nearly ended it there.
On a 2-on-1.
Saprikin loose again. The speedy winger dropped for Conroy. Morrison on him. Takes the puck back for Vancouver. It really would have been a coming-out party for Oleg Saprikin had he scored there. Cook crashing in on the forecheck. Iginla flips it out. And Olin back past 9 minutes of the first overtime in this series. Henrik Sedin's in. Daniel holds, fires. Blocked by Commodore. Away goes Clark. With Jelena. Over the line. Snaps it high. Rattles off the glass. Commodore plays it behind the net. Olin dumps it into the corner. Clark there. Olin tied up with Jelena. Lombardi's got it. He tries to come out in front. Off the paddle of Auld. Linden starts out. He's held up by Chris Clark. Puck fired into the Calgary zone. A wholesale Vancouver change. Commodore ahead. Past Kovasu. The length of the ice. And Jovanovski got there first. Another icing. We've had a few in overtime. Yell 60% in regulation time. Wins another defensive draw there. Malik at center. Sends it back in route 2. First after it. He opened the scoring tonight. That's a long time ago now. Chubarov with it. Artem Chubarov throws it at the net. Loose in front. Route 2 shot blocked. Yells brawls. He's slow to get up. Sanderson shot. Jovanovski. Oh, he wired it high. And Oliva tried to clear it. Kept in, and now Kovasu buys some time, and Yell in all kinds of difficulty. Back in. Marcus Naslund. Shot. Oh, Kiprasov. Did he get a piece of that? Jovanovski on the other side. Naslund again. Looking dangerous now. Malik looked for Morrison. Couldn't get to him. And it's deflected over Sopel. Niemanen after it. Sopel wards him off. Lost it. Donovan and Niemanen. And Morrison back defensively. Around it goes Rhett Warner. Wide of the goal. Nielsen. Donovan behind the net. Here's Donovan in front. The backhand. Auld's got it. As Donovan couldn't pull Auld off the post.
Down, and here's the injury here coming up on the shot block by Stefan Yell. And he has had an injury problem before this series, and now he's off to the roof.
They call him Sandbox because he's so gritty. He has taken so much punishment. Daryl Sutter amazed at how much time he's got out of him in the last 2 games since returning from the injury.
Do they have any more time?
That's a big question now. They've already lost Gauthier, now a key defensive player up front. Again out there now. The Sedins and Trevor Linden for Vancouver. Andrew Ferentz. He was part of that Pittsburgh team that won in Game 7 overtime. But a goal by Darius Kasparaitis in Buffalo. Will it be that kind of unlikely hero tonight? There's a glove pass that stops play. Chubarov pulls it back. Malik will flip it in. High and too high. And hits the netting.
And they've had a top 4 grouping, which they don't have the luxury now to have.
Leopold has logged almost all his ice this year alongside Robin Regier. What a pair they developed into. But right now he's with another stalwart defensive defenseman, Rhett Warner. And Warner's such a cool, reliable guy, it probably shouldn't be much of an adjustment. But they'll have to play more. Jill in the back. What a night Chris Clark's had. He was the second star in the last win for the Flames here in Calgary.
Boy, and can he ever skate? It's players like that can skate often break games open because of their speed and endurance.
He's got some grip too. Here's Brent Sopel. Up ahead, Cook was loose, but the pass didn't arrive. Sean Donovan back. Donovan, Nilsson to the net. And that went off the side of the net. Barrett steps up. Donovan waits. Along the boards with Allen. Puck loose. Donovan battles. Niemannen's got it. Bad angle. Into the glove of Alex Auld, who's earning his stripes now. North Bay first round Ontario Hockey League playoffs. This is a little different. Mike Keane trying to get it out, and now it is out. And Chubarov away. Couldn't get it in deep. Salo plays it to an open wing. Commodore steps up. He'll get it deep. Sammy Salo wraps it around, knocked down by Conroy. Salo will get it back. He'll try this near side. Off the boards, Iginla knocks it down. Now it's broken up. Keane. He's been through these wars time after time. He'll get it deep, get a change.
As these teams get tired now late in the period, someone might make a glaring error. That's what happens when you're tired on the ice.
Marty Jelena. He had an overtime goal that eliminated Toronto a couple of years ago in the Eastern Conference Final. He's battling Jovanovski, stealing, dumped, and play allowed to continue. Now Lombardi tied up. Jelena centers again, and Sanderson there to get it out of the slot. Warner trying to hold the zone, and it's one-handed out by Daniel Sedin. Good shift there by the veteran Marty Jelena. Now Henrik Sedin deflects it in deep. Wholesale Canuck change. Two-line pass called. 5:20 left in the first overtime.
We've used the word battles and puck possession in this series. This is a good example of it. A one-on-one battle, and Jelena beats both Sedin and Jovanovski. Jovanovski redeems himself afterwards, getting that quick stick into the play.
Warner from the face-off. Naslund knocked it down and turns Calgary back. 5:10 left. First overtime. Who's going to be the game breaker tonight? Up for Nilsson, couldn't reach it. Ryan Allen, his pass knocked down. Donovan steams in. And a save on the short side by Alex Auld. Remember that run by Donovan mid-season. 10 goals in 8 games, 4 game winners in 5. He was on fire. Will it be him tonight? Maybe Brendan Morrison back the other way. Matt Cook's in. And we've got a stoppage on a high stick.
By the way, Stefan Yell is back on the bench for the Calgary Flames. And here's Naslund, Donovan, two speedsters who get all tied up. And that was a pretty good shot off balance. And again, Alex Auld, we've seen that paddle down all period.
Conroy, Iginla, Sabrikin, Ruutu, Chubarov, Raczynski. Robin Regeer up for Sabrikin. That play offside. There was a time early in the year that Oleg Sabrikin not only wouldn't be playing in overtime, he wouldn't have been in the lineup. But there's Stefan Yell. Will he be back? Right over the boards to answer the question.
It's another example of how patient you have to be with young players, and you got to wait for them to mature and develop.
Yell comes out, wins the draw, and he'll stay out. Finds the puck in the Vancouver zone. Sabrikin looked for it. Regeer kept it in, tipped into the corner, off the stick of Iginla. Yell battling with Chubarov. Saprikin nearly came off the boards. He swats at it, side of the net. Failed to make contact. Ruutu starts back. At the red line, dumps it in. High off the glass. Rachinski on the forecheck. Played it in behind the net, and Robin Regeer. What a force in the series. Up to Saprikin. Missed it, he'll go to the bench. And as the Flames change, it's played to Malik. He'll wire it in off the logo of Kiprasov, who covers. Will it be a series ender or extender? Are we going to a second overtime from the faceoff? It's played in behind the net. Lombardi and Henrik Sedin to a draw. Stolen. Linden and a weak shot. Daniel Sedin played it behind the net. Trevor Linden! Oh, Kiprasov down. And Linden almost repeated history 10 years after his last Game 6 overtime goal against Calgary.
Well, the Sedins and Linden, they've been the best line on the ice for the Canucks in this game. And that puck gets through. Right through Ferentz's legs. And then I believe Kiprasov in position just got into the butterfly. Nope, yep, it hit his right pad after it glazed off Ferentz's shin pad. Ferentz redeems himself to get in position in front of the net.
Conroy and Sedin. Calgary wins a defensive zone draw. Played ahead. Gloved down by Malik. Donovan quickly on him. Donovan dumped, back on it, centered off a skate through the goal mouth, and Daniel Sedin's got it. That's center Linden. Henrik follows up, over the line, checked, turning back Niemanen, and Conroy into the Vancouver zone. He gets it to Donovan, wires it right on. Auld holds it. Shots 11-10 Calgary in an evenly played overtime. 43-34 Vancouver in the game. Nelson sends it back in. Fans react again as Yell was brought down.
Whistles have been put away all over the place here in this overtime session. They're letting the players decide it so far themselves. And as a player, then what you do, you adjust to it. You look at what's going on the ice, and you cheat even more.
Brent Sopel was just tied up with Marcus Nilsson at the bench. Saprikin jumped over, and the puck hit one of the Flames, and they let that one go too, as the Flame player trying to get off was being held up by Sopel. Pretty even. Jovanovski got a high stick earlier. There's been a few Flames dumped. And it looks like they'll settle at 5-on-5. Less than 2 to go in the fourth period of this game. Brett Warner dumps it out. Jovanovski with Jelena bearing down. There's Iginla. Jerome Iginla trying to come out of the corner. Ferentz kept it in, and now the Canucks get it out. Iginla turns back. Here comes the captain. Jerome Iginla, and his pass for Leopold cut off. Rachinski and Ruutu at the end of a shift out of gas. Leopold off the glass and out. Broken up by Henrik Sedin. Again, the Sedins have figured in 2 goals for Vancouver tonight. Final minute, first overtime period. Niemanen, Henrik draped on him. Nilsson battles Sopel. Donovan on it. He's looked dangerous in overtime. Marcus Nilsson out of the corner. Swivels and shot it wide. Donovan, look at the hold there.
That's ridiculous. Yeah,
it is going to be called. Boy, you could see the jersey being held. And just when you thought there wouldn't be a call, there had to be a call.
Because it was a chance to score. And the chance to score was eliminated by the sweater pull here. And I mean, a chance to score being Donovan trying to get possession of the puck when Calgary had something going low in the Vancouver zone. .35 seconds to go. Craig Conroy, who has been great in this game, will take the draw.
fourth power play of the night for the Flames. 4 for 34 in the series. We've got a half minute to work here in this period, trying to end it so there won't be another one. And here's a chance. Regier, high. Iginla knocked down. Conroy, Jelena. Iginla stationed in front. Auld. Well, the redirect was down. Couldn't find it, but the Canucks clear it. Leopold back. Keane gets a piece of him. Time running out in this period. Saprikin nailed by Jovanovski. Regier will send it in. And we're going to play another period here in Calgary tonight.
Iginla got smoked by Jovanovski in the slot during that shift, and that's why he was chirping at him. Now on fresh ice, it'll be interesting to see how Calgary work this power play. One thing that has saved Vancouver a lot in this series is the way they've killed penalties.
So Conroy, Jelena, Iginla, Leopold, and Regier. The power play alignment: Chubarov, Keane, Jovanovski, and Salo. In desperate need of a roadkill here to prolong proceedings. And Leopold starts out slowly. He's got Iginla moving on the right side. In deep. Iginla behind the net, clubbed down by Jelena. Back up top, Regier. Wrist shot knocked down by Chubarov. And veteran Mike Keane, who's killed so many critical Stanley Cup penalties, flips it down the ice. Now Linden's out with Raczynski as it's fired in by Leopold. Around past Allen all the way to the line. Leopold keeps it alive. Jelena's got it. Along the boards. Again up with it. Conroy lurking around the net, now moves high. And down comes Regier. Conroy at the top. Shot off the shoulder of Auld. And Raczynski stretched out and just gets it out to center.
Good save, Auld. Good save, Auld. It was going high, and he got his shoulder into the play.
And a dozen seconds left in this Calgary power play. Saprikin got a piece of Jovanovski, but Chubarov gets it down the ice. And Matthias Ohlund is back on the ice, and only one shot on that Calgary power play.
The way this league works, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if Vancouver do get a chance in the power play here at some time.
Remember, Denny Kotje seems to be gone for the night. Matt Cook kicks it ahead. Here's Naslund sending it across. Ohlund steps up, fakes. He's in deep now, in front. No one home, and the puck all the way back down the ice.
And don't get me wrong, it'll have to be a good penalty, but still.
Now Cook bumped with Ferentz. Leopold back. Those Calgary defensemen now over 30 minutes of ice time tonight. And that puck sent the length of the ice, and it will come back for a face-off in the Calgary zone.
Oh, Calgary with a good chance here on the power play. They didn't get what they wanted. And Conroy has to go high because of the sliding Vancouver Canuck Trevor Linden, and there is the reaction. A nice arm save. The advantage of being a tall goalie there comes to the forefront for Auld.
Conroy, Henrik Sedin. And it's pulled back to Jovanovski. Now Sedin after it. Linden's going to get it in the corner. And Trevor Linden tied up. Look out! Marty Jelena has a break to end the series. And Auld with a poke check makes the stop. Oh boy, Alex Auld. Huge.
Auld gambles and wins.
Jelena, Iginla, knocked down by Jovanovski. And Raczynski speeds after it. Warner beats him to it. Marcus Nilsson sends it back in. Along the boards crashes Nieminen. Chubarov off the glass, and it will come out. Of the 6 straight elimination games Calgary has lost since the '89 Cup, 5 have come in overtime. Can they end that frustration here? Or will it continue? And will this series continue? Here's Chubarov ahead to Raczynski. Martin Raczynski for Sanderson, who's seen limited ice time in the latter portion of this game after scoring earlier. Sanderson with the 4th Vancouver goal. Sabrikin nearly got loose. Naslin might. Here's Sanderson. And Kiprasov came across when it looked like Sanderson had some room. Leopold steps up. Just got out of the way of a Cook hit.
He thought Sanderson might have been hurt, but now he's getting some shifts here in the second overtime session.
Yes, he disappeared for a time in the first overtime, and there was a little conjecture on press row that maybe Sanderson was nicked. Raczynski had the ice bag earlier, but he has come back.
Why wouldn't you use Sanderson with all that great speed? I mean, he's got some legs.
And he might be a little fresher than some out there tonight, having played 13.5 minutes. Peeling down on defensemen when it played over 30 minutes in the game. Kovasu knocked the puck off Olin's stick. He gets it back and gets it into the Calgary zone. Olin goes to the bench. Keane out. Forechecking. Will it be one of the unsung guys to end it? And here's Chubarov, a chance. Looks across. Keane and Kiprasov down as Chubarov was looking to Keane all the way.
Chubarov isn't a shooter. And I really believe Kiprasov on this play knew it. And some good puck pressure low. And that creates the giveaway as they pinch off the boards. And a 2-on-1. And some good cheating by Kiprasov. And how about this? Trevor Linden loses the puck. And away goes Marty Jelena. His head is down. He's got great speed. And that's a gamble, because if you miss the poke check straight on, you're in big trouble. But all with his reach, he's able to get his long reach out and knock the puck out of harm's way. What a save by Alex Ahl.
The big wingspan of a 6'4" goaltender. Again, Jelena ended a series 2 years ago with an overtime goal. Had another crack at it there. That was in game 6 as well. Daniel Sedin's got the puck. Linden stationed in front. Henrik went by Daniel. Now Linden crashing the boards. Held in by Sopel and now played out. And Olin slowly back to get it. Do you think he knows who Johnny Bauer is? Probably not. Or probably didn't see any tape of the Hall of Famer with his signature move. Leopold at center, and now Chubarov picked off the pass. Sanderson tripped up as he went in with Ruutu. Sanderson holds, locks in, and a little too long, chopped in front. Where is it? Chubarov took a whack at it, the Flames escape. Donovan at center, works in, around Jovanovski. Still going, all down, loose puck, taken under the goal mouth, and cleared. Whoa, Sean Donovan, now a chance, Sanderson again, as they have chances on either end. There's that Sanderson speed, and here's the Sabrikin speed over the line. Off, hauled, Sabrikin goes after it with Yell, knocked away, Naslin heads up ice with Cook. Naslin has a step. Across, and Morrison couldn't handle it. Bodies flying into the net. Naslin to the point. Salo tees, fires, blocked by Sabrikin. Salo again, shot, blocked by Sabrikin. Naslin again, Salo, high. And Stefan Yell's got it. Sabrikin bumped. Fans react. Play continues. Icing called. Furious action.
Well, Kiprasov went for a loop in the net, and Matt Cook was in the vicinity. Was he the culprit, or was it an attempted dive?
Matt Cook, the net crasher.
That's tit for tat there. I mean, Kiprasov has his glove around Matt Cook's head, and then Matt Cook gives him a shove, and that's a pretty good shove he gave him as well.
Henrik Sedin prevails. Matthias Olin right on. Loose puck. Where is it? Kiprasov, I think, is the man with it. Or is it Robin Regier on top of the pile?
The problem with that Matt Cook play, if the puck would have gone in the net, then it would have been a problem. And a face-off win by Sedin, and then they just go to the net. You know they're blowing the trumpets going to the net. And here's the first save, and then Sedin, who was let go by the center iceman that took the draw with him, almost had a gift.
Henrik 4 for 10 going into the period, has just won 2 straight offensive draws. But now Iginla up ahead to Jelena, looking for Iginla on the right wing. There's Olin. Another hit on the Flames captain. Henrik Sedin ties up Conroy. Conroy stays with it. To Marty Jelena. Back to Conroy. Sopel took it away. He slowed up. Jelena there. Now Iginla. Jelena goes to the net. Iginla comes out. Knocked off his stick. Ferentz shot wide. Conroy looks for the tip and then the jam. And a centering play broken up. Linden. Back for Daniel Sedin as we approach 8 minutes of the second overtime period. Christoph Oliva, his first shift of this second overtime, had a scoring chance in the first. Sanderson in. Chubarov bouncing it toward the net. Brett Warner off the boards to the line. Here goes Kovasu. Chuck Kovasu's in. And he is nailed by Malik. Sanderson turns it back. Long range shot off Commodore. And Commodore will play it. He'll bring it out smartly. Up on the right wing, Kovasu. Hit by his numerical counterpart, Morrison. Kovasu gets it in deep in the heavy traffic in front of the Vancouver bench. Ryan Allen to Salo off the boards. Cut off by Warner. Flames counter. Neiman and Roon. Fakes. Shoots off the goal post. Billy Neiman nails it right off the post. That's how close it was to ending the series. Cook back. He can't get by 3 Flames. Ferentz. He takes off. Andrew Ferentz. Neiman into the net. In front. All down. He's got it. Oh boy. How close can you get?
Well, Neiman, his childhood idol is Esa Tikkanen, and he said, you know, he had such a great shot. Nobody realized that. You know, Neiman's been working on his shot. He pulls and drags and ding, right off the post. Crossbar, actually, as Alex Auld was beat on that one.
You mentioned Esa Tikkanen. He broke the hearts here in the Saddle Dome 91, Game 7, overtime. Face-off 1. Leopold shot off a skate wide. Down went Yell. How is Stefan Yell still in this game?
No idea.
That's amazing. He has just been battered and bruised and still keeps coming back. Jovanovski hears it from some of the fans as he pushes it ahead. Trevor Linden.
Basically, Chris Yell is just out for face-offs. He took the face-off and right off. I think that's all he's got left here.
Might be. Linden goes off. Clark drills it in high. There's Conroy, but it's Chubarov. May squeezed off the puck. Keane. Oh, big jolt. Mike Commodore just gave Mike Keane the cold shoulder. Rink wide pass again. Now Jelena nearly sprung again. Close call, but Keane in flight. Here's Keane back in. And he's knocked down. 74 playoff points for Mike Keane. Wouldn't he love 75 tonight off May out of play?
Or that might have been a breakaway once again for Martin Jelena.
Shot right on from way out. Morrison took a whack at it. Shots even, 4 apiece here in the second overtime. 47-38 in this extended game. Donovan lays it to the red line. Canucks put it back in.
Both goalies have been terrific. Just terrific so far.
Kiprasov has settled. And again, 3 of the 4 Flame goals off deflections that have beaten Alex All. Cook couldn't hook up with Morrison on that short pass. Ferentz regroups. Out at center. He wasn't sure what to do with it, and he just gave up an icing call. Face-off controlled by Stefan Yell. 4 of the 5 Flame defensemen are over 30 minutes. Only Commodore left isn't. Yell shot high. Here's Sabrikin. And the bouncing puck he failed to make contact with and went hurtling into the boards. Yell fires! Big stop. Alex Auld. And Sandbox had a chance to end it. Now Linden and Conroy. Linden for Vancouver. Sopel up ahead. Daniel Sedin gets it out to center. We repeat, Daryl Sutter thought he might get 6-7 minutes a night out of Yell. He averaged 16 in the first 2 games back. He's over 20 tonight. Now Conroy, bad angle, and he fanned Iginla in this near corner. Helmet stripped off his head. Conroy to Regier. Wrist shot off Oland. Into the air. Jelena finds it. Oland battles him. Iginla knocked away. And now Linden bursts out. Here's Trevor Linden. 1-on-3. Canucks changing. Maybe a late man. Naslund. And he couldn't find Morrison. Puck in front. Conroy there. Turns it up for Calgary.
He's exhausted.
Greg Conroy had Donovan loose. Boy, Donovan's looked dangerous. All down. Finally freezes it. Niemanen on the doorstep. Cleared off the porch. 7:20 left on the clock in the second overtime. Another defensive draw. Won by Trevor Linden. All the key face-offs being won by the key guys in the key spots. Yell defensively for Calgary. Linden defensively for Vancouver. Now Salo. Tripped up. Cook plays it deep. Matt Cook after it against Regier. Naslund behind the net. Couldn't center. Leopold. And now Kovasu over the line. Kovasu in. Backhand off the side of the net. Loose behind the goal. Old's been bumped. Oliva got a piece of him. Play continued, and now the Canucks recovered. Off they go. Sanderson and Naslund. Over the line with Morrison. Naslund sidesteps Oliva, who doesn't have a stick. Sanderson. Sopel. Kiprasov the save. There's a case of the Canuck defenseman jumping and getting a chance. Sanderson. Naslund. Knocked off the puck momentarily by Commodore. Sanderson tries to center. Sopel's up again. Kiprasov will freeze it. And the action remains fast and furious. Yell back, and he beats Shubarov. Defensive zone prevails again, and Clark flips it in high on Alden. Now we'll get a face-off in the Vancouver zone. The best 2 on the night, head-to-head. And from the scrum, it's going to be Calgary puck. Yell. Linden right on him. Yell trying to force his way in front. Linden. And Salo wouldn't allow it. He'll try again. And now the Canucks turn. And it's Raczynski and Chubarov. 2-on-2. Ferentz doesn't want to let him by. Rides him out. Brett Warner off the glass and out. Ryan Allen. Brent Sopel. Fires it back in. Greg Conroy to Iginla. And it does come out to center ice. Sopel back in. Brent Sopel without a point coming into this game. And he's looked like he wants to take some chances in overtime. He does have an assist. Auld waited a little long and then nearly paid the price. Gloved at the line. That is a hand pass. And that is a stoppage.
Yeah, that time it was a hand pass. A little different than the last example.
Past the stroke of midnight. puck from the draw. A flip in that Daniel Sedin is in pursuit of, but Leopold coolly plays it out. It gets by Jovanovski. Nieminen nearly got there first. Whoa, an anxious moment there. Nilsson chops at it wide. And Jovo back to get it. Headbands. Nice one-touch pass from Daniel to Henrik. They'll go off. Up ahead, Nieminen. Billy Nieminen. Donovan. Shot is blocked. Good play there, Brian Allen. You saw him in the last overtime period. Another good block. And now Sopel away with the puck. Outlets. Naslund. Off he goes with Sopel. Sopel. A redirect on Kiprasov. And Morrison brushed Kiprasov, and that drew the ire of the Flames. Especially on the bad ice late in yet another period. We're approaching 100 minutes of action. Chubarov wins the face-off draw. He's got it in front off Kiprasov. Jovanovski at the line. Back in deep. Chubarov. Brad May. May lost his footing. Keane up with it. Couple of grizzled veterans out there now. May and Keane with Chubarov. Olin back in deep. Ferentz warded off Keane, and up ahead it goes. Flames out through center. Iginla to the line. Jelena stepped in ahead of the play.
Salo cheating wide on this faceoff. He's way over here. Watch for him to take off, but they don't win the draw.
Yell was waved, but Chris Clark hung in there, won the draw. Ryan Allen back behind his net. There's a redirect that Robin Regeer knocked down with Canuck in behind the play. That was dangerous looking, and now flip out to center. Leopold and Regeer. Horses again tonight.
And then some. I can't wait to see their minutes after this second overtime. With 2:45 to go for Israel.
Now Merrick Malik. Morrison. Quick pass off the boards, just out of the reach of Cook. Morrison follows. Gets it deep. Ferentz there. Got it past Cook. Donovan on the other side, and he does. Bounce past Malik. Nieminen to the attack again. Lost his footing. Malik scrambled back. And now the captain leads Vancouver through center. Tried to get it to Morrison. Broken up. At the line. Held in. Cook after it. Here's Cook. Tied up by Ferentz. Marcus Nilsson. Up for Kovasu. And what a learning experience for the young Flame players that have never been through anything like this. Guys like Kovasu, Sabrikin, Leopold. Will it be the youth or the experience and savvy of the Canucks? Many have been through all this before.
I'll tell you one thing, Calgary's been a quick study.
Yes, they have. Olin. Now up ahead, Raczynski. Across Sanderson. Back at Jovanovski. Lost his balance. Look out! It's Iginla with Olivov. And Iginla lost his footing. Now tried to center it across. Oh, a 2-on-1 broken up. And now Iginla tries to collect it again. And the play fizzles.
I think Iginla's out of gas here. He's going to try and get off as soon as he can. Here he goes now. He just ran out of steam.
Wow. That's the guy you want on one side of a 2-on-1. I don't know about Olivov on the other side, but who's going to argue? 2-on-1 in the second overtime. Now we're into the final minute of the second overtime, approaching 100 minutes. Big hit by Linden, and Trevor Linden's got the puck. Along the boards it goes. Clark can't get it out. Linden there again. Ferentz finds some room past Jelena. A bank shot the length of the ice. We're going to get a big face-off in the Calgary zone. 32.4 on the clock. All right, face-off to the left of the Calgary net. Morrison battling, but Yell continues to win those key defensive draws. Leopold up. Calling out a two-line pass. Goals in all three. Calgary wins for Iginla. Trying to score the winner tonight. And we may have to wait another period for that. As the clock ticks away in the second overtime, Donovan to the line, lost it. Now plays it in, and this game is reaching epic proportions. Horn sounds. Let's go to triple overtime. Mr. Millen.
How much fun is this? And I can't emphasize enough, the goalies in this period as well did their job. There were a few man advantage breaks, but not many, as these teams have been making sure their third man is high. And boys, you don't have the energy for this. Get off the ice and get ready for the next period.
Yep, save it. Flames and Canucks in a classic.
And again, historically, the first couple of minutes, there's some chances in these long overtime games, and then things settle in a period again. Now let's see on the fresh ice.
Morrison, Cook, Naslund up against Nilsson, Donovan, and Nieminen. Sean Donovan looked like one of the most dangerous players out in the last period. There's a guy that's always dangerous. Naslund tried to come off the boards, gets it back. Bad angle shot went wide. Allen keeps it alive for Vancouver. As the Canucks press the issue on the first shift and get a whistle. Henrik Sedin wins it away from Conroy. Olin steps up. Conroy on him. Warner wraps it around, and away goes Jelena. Jerome Iginla in, fired, didn't miss by much. That looked very dangerous. Daniel Sedin handles Iginla. Conroy to the point. It's knocked down. Linden off. Henrik Sedin to Olin, who's jumped up. Daniel trails. Olin warded off by Ferentz. And now around for Iginla. To the red line, and he'll get a change.
And again, another long change for Calgary here, down to 5 defensemen. As Denny Gauthier is gone for the game, if you've just joined us.
They had a stats malfunction, did not get the updated stats from the last period. We'll be trying to check the times of these very weary defensemen on either side who are logging upwards of 40 minutes. Raczynski starts out, Sabrikin tracking him, gives it up, Clark is in with Yell, and Yell lost the handle up against Shubalov. Malik plays it into the far corner, and Jovanovski, remember 7 playoff goals a year ago. Jovanovski looking for his first of this series. Here's Naslund picking it off, across, a bouncing puck went by Cook. Sokol shot into the belly of Mika Kiprasov. Yell not on the draw. Marcus Nielsen, that may be the first time in overtime Nielsen's taken a defensive draw. Puck's in front. Nielsen trying to find it. And Naslund to Morrison. And then Morrison works behind the net. Longest overtime game in Canuck playoff history. Morrison comes right under Brad. Morrison scores! Brendan Morrison, a silencer! And we will have Game 7.
The Vancouver Canucks stay alive. And Brendan Morrison works the puck out of the corner on a terrific individual effort. And he just beat his check out and skated right across and just kept coming and had very little room, but enough to seal the deal to force Game 7.
Looks like he wants to keep that puck, and why not? And more overtime frustration for Flames fans as they await a series winner that did not come tonight.
It's a one-on-one with Nielsen here, and Morrison just stays with it, stays with it, stays with it. Cook takes his man, and now Ferrett's on the one-on-one, and it's still Nielsen who gets beat out of the corner, and then Cook does the job on the low defenseman to give room and clear a path.